I don't need no one to save me. I was born to be the greatest. All that time in that basement, all that time isn't wasted. Rapping getting faded. I just wanna tell my mom that I made it. Just wanna be the topic of the conversation. Used to rock the gold plated. Now I'm wearing gold chains like I'm famous.
Okay. Buenos Aires?
Yes. Have you been?
I have not yet.
Dude, it's awesome. It's gotten a little pricey, but my flight there was very entertaining. So I was in Italy with my family, and I flew from Rome to Buenos Aires. Direct flight. Right next to me, there's this gorgeous 19-year-old.
Yeah.
Start talking to her, right? And she's going through my phone, right? Like we're like listening to music together, right? This is like 30 minutes into the flight. So I have over 4,800 songs in my library. So she's like going through each of them.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, like queuing random shit, right? For like 30 minutes from A to fucking Z. I'm just like, shit, this is like real compliance over here. And here's the thing, when you're on a flight, right? Like you don't like, and it's a 14-hour flight. You don't want to fucking, go all in because it's gonna be a really awkward 12 hours.
Right. Yeah. It's gonna be super awkward. Yeah.
So I have my arm around her, playing with her hand, right? All that shit. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go for the kiss. So going for the kiss an hour into the flight, and I spent the whole entire time just making out with her. I was fingering her on the plane, right? And yeah, I was wearing really tight jeans, but I would have totally tried to get like a handy on the plane, join the Mile High Club, if you will.
Yeah. Now, wait. Okay, you said you were on a 14-hour flight. Where were you flying from? Was that from Japan?
No, from Rome to Buenos Aires.
Oh, okay, from Rome to Buenos Aires. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah. Okay, so you meet this Argentina chick. You guys hit it off or whatever. All right. So you start finger popping, and so she's about to give you a tug, right?
Yeah, dude, she was like playing with my dick through my jeans, but again,
Yeah.
jeans were on really tight. So
Yeah.
good.
Now what happened? Now what happens when you get off the flight?
I never hit her up. Actually, I should have, but
What?
I just didn't.
Oh wow, that's okay. All right.
I was just feeling. I just had so many other leads, and plus she lived like an hour away from Buenos Aires, so it was gonna be a pain in the ass to get her out. I should have followed through.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, listen. If she could, if she could afford a flight from Rome to Buenos Aires, she could have paid her way to come to you, bro. She could have paid her way to come to you.
That's a mistake on my end. But listen, I'm telling the truth. I could have lied. I could have been like, yeah, I totally smashed. Yeah.
No, but I mean, listen, I get it. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, listen, like all of us, like we've all left food on the table at some point.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, we've all left food on the table, so it's all good, man. Okay, so how long were you in Buenos Aires?
About 4 months.
Oh, wow, okay.
Months at first. Yeah, man, it was a really good time. I must have smashed about 15 or 20 girls in that time.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't keep a list, but I could tell you it was about that.
Okay. Okay, cool.
So,
okay, and then, sorry, go ahead.
I smashed one of my neighbors. I went. I was using the language app, and I was meeting girls off there and smashing. I met this really amazing Venezuelan chick who was whiter than me.
What language app? Or can you close that?
No, I just don't remember it. I think it was Hello Talk.
Hello Talk?
Yeah.
Oh, Hello Talk. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Okay. And then what other place in Latin America you went to?
Yeah, then I went to Mexico City. I wasn't a fan. I saw a lot of American liberals there. I'm just like, oh, not for me.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Not for me. A lot of alphabet people, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I do. Yeah, we call it we call it the alphabet crew. I understand.
I like that actually a lot more than alphabet people. I'm gonna steal that.
What?
Alphabet crew. I like that.
Yeah, the alphabet crew. Yeah. We call that. Yeah, we call it the alphabet crew. Okay, and then all right. So Buenos Aires, and then Mexico City.
Yeah, then we're back.
How long were you out there for?
I was there for about 3 weeks. I got really sick for about like 10 days. It was terrible.
Oh man, so
Yeah.
so you had to deal with that, and oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah, I went on like a date or two. I went on one date there, and
Yeah.
I remember just, the second I walked off that date, I got sick. I was like, fuck, this is not
Oh
fun.
man, yeah, not good, not good.
And then I went back home for like 2 weeks, which is weird. Like there's this, I wish there was a word for it, but like what you feel after coming back from a trip from overseas, what you
Hmm.
feel when you come back to the States, it's like that energy is different. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the only thing, the only thing like the only thing that I like, I mean, outside of like, of course I miss my kid, you know what I mean, but like outside of like, I would say my kid in my bed, that's what I miss the most.
Oh
But
man.
like, I'm in my bed for like a couple of days or whatever, like kind of not like just staying in my bed, but I'm sleeping in my bed like for a couple of days, resting or whatever, and then I'm like, okay, I'm ready to get back out. Ready to get back out there. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have some.
What's the buzzword? Tell me what the buzzword is, bro. Tell me what the buzzword is.
I go back to the States in August. I'm gonna have a couple slices of pizza and be like, okay, I'm ready to go back to Paraguay.
Yeah. That's the one thing. Yeah, that's the one thing I will say. Traveling, you don't find good pizza, but
Dude,
actually in Medellin, I actually did find some good pizza. See, we about to get into Medellin in a little bit. Let me see.
cool.
He says this dude looks young as hell. Yeah. Yeah. Well, so if you don't mind telling people like how old are you? Are you like a
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna be 29 in July.
oh snap? Yo, I thought you were like 23, 24,
Nah,
dog.
nah, dude.
Okay.
I appreciate the compliment, but no,
Yeah,
I wish. I got a couple grays coming in.
Okay. I got you, man. I got you. Yeah. You just yeah, okay. You just got the Michael J. Fox thing going on, man. That's all.
I just hope I don't get the Parkinson's.
Well, yeah, but that was my favorite.
Be careful. Be careful. Don't compare me to that, man. I love
No,
Michael J. Fox.
I just meant like the look because you know what I mean.
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
Oh, okay, yeah, because when he because when he did like Back to the Future, like I think he was like almost 30 years old when he shot
Oh,
that
wow.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, but he looked like he looked like a high school kid, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely pull it off. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah, so okay, so now um you went to um you went to Buenos Aires, Mexico
Yeah.
City, and then what's next?
Back to Buenos Aires, and now I'm here in Paraguay.
Okay, gotcha.
Uh,
Okay, now for the dating scene in Latin America, and I'm sure that like you've met you mentioned that you mentioned some Venezuelans. Have you actually dated any Colombians?
I think I went on a date with a couple. Um, but like seeing a Colombian chick, I think I might have smashed a couple in New York,
Yeah.
but I never had a rotation of
Okay.
Colombian chicks.
Yeah.
I would love to go to Pereira, right? Again, as I talked about in the video, um, I don't want to go to a place where there's a huge risk of something bad happening to me. Um,
Okay.
I tend to live by the 2% rule, where if there's like less than 2% a 2% chance of something happening, I'm not going to worry. Less than a 2% chance, I'm not going to worry about it. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah.
But once it gets higher than 2%, I'm going to start worrying about it because that's somewhat more rational, right? Like for example, if I worry about the plane crashing, a plane crashing, there's less than a 2% chance of that happening.
Right.
So I'm a little like if you start worrying about getting into a car accident, for example, on like any given day, people are going to look at you like you're a crazy person. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's the same thing here. For me, I have no desire to, I would love to go travel there. I have friends there. I got boys there. I would love to, hang out. But dating there, I'm not particularly interested in.